Tell me more about how looking at global protective coating standards can drive sustainability.
Yeah, I can, and this is a point that I talk about quite a lot. We've got some really good Australian standards when it comes to protective coatings and their performance, and
Yep.
that standard also covers their specification. Those standards are excellent, and they're based
Yep.
on track record and good performance over years. What my challenge is to the specification community is to just look a bit further afield. A lot of the global standards, and they're called global standards, so that would encompass Australia, obviously, Australia and New Zealand. Even in parts of this region, we look to British standards and other global standards for our policies and specification help around this. So I don't think there's anything wrong with looking at a global standard if we can do better. And I think in a sustainability sense, we can absolutely do better. We can achieve like-for-like durability and performance through a paint system, but we can do that cleverly. We can minimize the amount of material that's used, hence drastically reducing cost, which is very important in construction these days. But also, in turn, that reduces VOC emissions and also subsequent carbon footprint and CO2 equivalent. So we can do a lot by just looking a little bit more closely at how we specify things. We've got many examples with ironically, very large government-funded projects where we've actually gone outside of the Australian standard and provided systems out of global standards. So it's not something that hasn't been done, and it's not something that won't be accepted by government projects and public authorities. One thing that I always say with this as well, it's not just about emissions. It's not just about minimizing waste. It's not just about reducing cost. All of those things are important. At the end of the day, it's good business for everybody in the contract chain.